What is going on, guys? We're back with another video. We are doing the realistic rebuild of the Minnesota Vikings, and for the coach name, I know how to spell it. I just had to spell it the way I did. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So, the Vikings, who have many a quarterback, don't have Kirk Cousins on this roster. You know, we're 50-50 doing realistic with the real-life rosters and not real-life, but here, of course, we are not doing the real-life rosters. Is Gideon a rookie? He is a rookie. Okay, so that throws some new flavor into the mix. Technically a rookie, obviously in real life he wouldn't be. Cornerback is an issue for us. Might be our first-round pick coming up here. Just like the Vikings' real-life first-round pick. Sendeo, definitely looking at safety. Harrison Smith, he's a high overall, but he goes down in speed so quickly, it's unbelievable. But he should be here for the rest of the rebuild. You know, he might be slow, but he'll still be a good overall, still be a good player. Dalvin Cook will start for us because technically he didn't get started before the season. He got hurt. Did I say start before the season? He didn't get hurt before the season, so I will start Dalvin here. We really should trade some of these players off, like quarterback maybe. I don't know why we have so many damn quarterbacks here. I guess Teddy Bridgewater got hurt. Case Keenum came out of nowhere, kind of. And then Bradford they traded for, trying to save the season. When was that? I don't even remember when the hell that was. That couldn't have all been last year. If it is, it's been too damn long. But big issue also the offensive line. I mean, this is a playoff team. We know that they make the playoffs not every so often. They make the playoffs a lot in Madden. However, they almost never win the Super Bowl because they just never finish the job. So I would love to start Teddy Bridgewater, but that wouldn't really be that realistic now, would it? However, if I start Case Keenum, there's no chance that this team is going to be able to start with any of those quarterbacks. So I might let myself have Teddy here. Just for the fact that Teddy never gets a fair shake either. So we're going to let Teddy start. We're going to let him start. We're going to trade Keenum off for like a third-round pick to the Broncos. I'll do them one better. Keenum and our first for their first and their fourth, so helps us a lot. On a realistic rebuild, yeah, sure. Sure, pal. Take a look at Gideon at middle linebacker. He's the exact same overall. I would actually say that this could be a better move for us because Kendricks would probably, yeah, he's a much higher overall on the outside. So, yeah, I think Gideon being a very versatile player here might be very helpful for us. Because Gideon will have a better chance at winning the awards. I'd prefer... Anthony Barr is actually pretty solid, so we'll keep him outside at the right. Kendricks. So I'm surprised he was actually able to play middle linebacker like this. Not the greatest in speed, but gets the job done enough. Let's change his position, though, officially to middle linebacker. Got Teddy Bridgewater on the old training program here. Hopefully we can turn Teddy Bridgewater into a starter. We'll see, though. We'll see. Maybe give him some dev. Maybe it'll work. Who knows? Definitely going to say playoffs, though. No, not Super Bowl. Calm yourselves. So we have Sharif Floyd, and in this world, apparently he's not going to be injured, so we will re-sign him. We also obviously have a tough, really tough decision, which is to keep Teddy Bridgewater or not, and I honestly don't know. So if we wait till the end of the season, it could cost us a fortune, but 9 times out of 10, Teddy Bridgewater hits free agency the way it is. So what do, you know? Let's take a look at the news. If there's a Heisman quarterback or something, maybe, okay, that's not going to happen. Wouldn't even be a Heisman anyways. It would be a story. Let's see, though. Maybe there still is a good quarterback in here. So we have 2 first-round quarterbacks. That guy looks absolutely insane. But will we have that high of a pick? More than likely not. He looks really insane, though, I will say. If there's one guy here, we're going to hold off on the contract talk. So Duncan Wheeler, we'll give him one more week. If Duncan Wheeler is a green, we will not worry about a quarterback. We'll just say we're not going to worry about getting Teddy, but that's not what we were looking for at all. Good look for a wide receiver. We need a cornerback, obviously. Oh, we got one of those tall beasts. Cornerback, obviously, and I don't know if we're going to see that here. I mean, that guy looks okay. Oh, my God, these guys, these second-round players actually have so much potential, and they just don't finish proper. I guess the top guy kind of did. I mean, could have been much worse. It's going to be a tough decision. Honestly, I think we're just going to have to, wait till mid-season and see how he does. If Teddy's doing really well, we might just on the spot sign him to that 3-year. But if he's really good, I might risk it all. His mid-season point, and he's looking pretty good. His yards total really isn't where I'd want it to be, but touchdowns to picks is looking solid. I mean, it's past mid-season, and Teddy only has 10k XP. What do we do? I mean, I don't know. Like, what award could he really win, you know? But another thing is, this team, we're only going to get one high pick, like, once. Kind of spoiled the record, but it's beside the point. We're only going to get it one time, if that. And Broncos could do really well here. Oh, Matt Flores gets the Heisman. Heisman-winning quarterback. That's going to be the terrible guy, though. I mean, got to put the little star on him. He's going to go early first now. So we do have a Houston Walsh who's projected to be a green. And I don't know what it is, but I think Duncan Wheeler's definitely going to go to a green at some point. What we really need... Oh, I thought that was there. I was about to say, what we really need is one of those cornerbacks in the third or later to be really decent. Damn, man. Okay, Keyshawn Roby here. I mean, it's not a guarantee, but he's definitely good enough to draft, without a doubt. I will say, though, Malcolm Denton is amazing. And that literally could be, like, the final piece to the Vikings puzzle here. I don't normally spoil it, but look at the NFC North race. Holy crap. Losing to the Packers there was huge. And if we lose to the Bears here, there's a chance we miss the playoffs, which would be the worst thing of all time. And this is also like the worst DB class ever. Who's the number one projected corner? Did he move up? So one did move up. Does he look like a first rounder? Not really. I have a lot of hopes for Roby here, though. Either way, don't have any control anymore. Wild card round. Are we in it or not? Please don't lose to the Bears. Thank God we won. Jesus. Packers, I wonder if they made it. Came on strong near the end there. We were 50-50. Actually, very 50-50 all the way through the season. Let's see Teddy Bridgewater's season, though. Stats. So Teddy Bridgewater, very average stats. Not even really quarterback stats. This team does look like to be, a huge running team, of course. Over 2,000, maybe 500 yards almost. Pretty close to 2,500 yards rushing. So Teddy Bridgewater, at the end of the day, he did get the quarterback job done. I think in a more pass-heavy offense, he actually would have had really great quarterback numbers. So I'm not really going to worry too much. I hope I didn't mess up the scheme. We'll say Eric Kendricks had an amazing season. Somehow we made it to the playoffs with a 26th ranked yardage offense, third defense just in general, but a very big passing, rushing offense anyways, which is probably a huge reason why the yard total was down. So Offensive Rookie of the Year, surprisingly, Dalvin Cook. Defensive Rookie of the Year, sadly, Gideon was not even close. He wasn't even on the list. Did he get replaced halfway through the season? I don't know, but we got Dalvin Offensive Rookie of the Year, which pretty much guarantees him to be the best running back in the league for us, at least. Might be one of the best in the league anyways, just from that season. Let's see the stats. Only 20K? What the hell? I have all the XP sliders proper. I don't know. So Gideon got replaced at some point, and they didn't put one of the others at the outside spot. Cool. Good job, EA. You ruined him. Literally ruined Gideon. Xavier Rhodes is actually not that great on this game. His man coverage is all right, but he has the zero zone. I'm not even going to look at the overall of our team just for the fact that we did not have any XP at all. We're an 83 overall. They're 89. That is rough. You know, when I looked at this team on paper, I was like, it's actually a pretty easy rebuild. But then I started looking around, and I was like, the quarterback situation is very tricky. There's some, overall issues kind of low, going down a little bit. Offensive line is really rough. So this isn't, the biggest walk in the park I thought it was going to be. And this first round pick. Hopefully it's high, but I don't know what we're going to do. Are we going to go for a quarterback? That guy's like a once-in-a-lifetime quarterback, it seems. I haven't drafted one of those like ever physically. I've seen a lot of them, and I know a lot of, I've pinpointed a lot of them, but I've never actually taken one of them, so I don't know. Start of the second quarter, though, obviously a huge rushing team, and it's working against us because we're not moving the ball at all. Start of the second half, and we are down by 14. Running the ball nicely there, though, and then defense gives it up. Start of the fourth quarter, and this is looking like a loss if I've ever seen one. Down by a ton now. Might have to switch up the offense next year. And defense is real. I mean, number 3 defense is not showing up here. I will say there's a chance I'm going to play this. It's a bad sign because I don't think I've ever jumped in on a Season 1 playoff game. Feeling great play. Let's see if they can get it done. That's a great finish to the drive. I don't know why the Seahawks are so cheese in Sim. The Seahawks offense is not good at all. I don't know where EA gets this idea that the Seahawks offense is some sort of powerhouse, but the Seahawks always do well in Sim. It just makes no sense to me. I don't know how the Seahawks offense can do well in Sim. Russell Wilson would be running for his life with this with this Vikings defensive line, but apparently not. Apparently, no issues. No issues at all. It is what it is. We didn't really expect to win it year one anyways. This team is kind of rough. The draft is what we really need to nail here. It's going to be really tough, though. I don't know what to do. Because Teddy needs a contract right now. So we're looking at 2 quarterbacks. We have Flores here, who's still an early first, and he has superstar Dev. And he still looks good. It's just B+ throw power. He's projected a mid-second. Unless he slips, I don't think we can draft him. The way it looks right now, unless Duncan Wheeler comes out of nowhere, which he doesn't seem like he will, we kind of have to go with Teddy Bridgewater, I think. He had a decent regular season. I just don't, he's 24, almost 25, about to be 25, and he's just not getting XP. I put him on the training for the whole season. The Eagles do win the Super Bowl. Training all season, and nothing happened. We got quick dev and, barely an upgrade in stats. I just don't know. But at the same time, we do have some money. If the bonus isn't too much, we might just keep him anyways. So he upped his year once. 14.5 mil bonus. Withdraw on Sam, of course. Withdraw on Joe Berger. We keep Marcus Sherrills because I know he's a great special teamer. Okay, free agency, really? Whatever. Jerick McKinnon. We already have our running backs, sadly. I guess we're going to sign Teddy Bridgewater. You can't go into it without knowing, So he got paid a decent bit of money for potentially being a backup. And again, that's the same thing he did with the Jets. But I don't think he got a big deal. I think it was like a 1 year. So 48 mil to sign free agents. Hopefully there's not a Drew Brees was there, actually. I was about to say, hopefully there's not an amazing quarterback. Goddamn, Drew Brees. Nice. How much does he want? And he only wants a 1 year deal, man. I should have let him go. Should have let Teddy go and just signed Drew Brees. Whatever. Offer on a couple of linemen, a couple of corners, see if we get anyone. And we do get Cockrell. All right, that's not bad. Actually pretty satisfied with that. Let's take a look at these drills, though. Combine grade, Malcolm Denton. Oh, my God. He actually looks like one of the best quarterbacks ever. I will say Walsh is actually pretty damn solid for a mobile or pocket passer, but he's definitely a mobile type. Matt Flores, if he slips past the first round, I will definitely make a shot. This guy's actually really solid too, but don't need a running back. Unless we find one really late, then that's all out the window. Early first, Ronnie Foster definitely looks like that star power type of guy. And we do need a wide receiver. We don't need one that high, though. That's just crazy talk. There we go. Gordon Floyd, mid-4th. That guy is the perfect receiver we were looking for. Literally the perfect one. There's no one else that we need. I will look around, though, just in case, but yeah, he's a star. Tell me that didn't say something about somebody running a 6.6. Oh, so I thought it was the 40. I was like, okay, why are we celebrating this? So the Broncos pick was number 10. That's not even that good. That's barely even that much of a downgrade for us. Broncos are the 14 picks back. Number 10, though. We would have to go all the way to number 1 for this quarterback. Even the Bengals would probably take this quarterback. They did not. The Buccaneers I've definitely seen take quarterback before at number 2. Or not number 2, but number 1. I mean, I think that's a fair trade, or at least decently fair. Definitely fair for a realistic rebuild. Malcolm Denton, we got to go. And there we go. An amazing quarterback. So we took a number 2, supposed to go number 1. 85 overall. We finally pulled the trigger on one of the once-in-a-generation type players. He's already the 12th best quarterback in the league. The safety is more important. Slow dev, but starter right away. 78 overall, 88 speed, 87 hit power. Don't know why the hell they had to be mean and give him slow dev, but still starting caliber for us. Please be there, Mr. Wide Receiver guy. I don't know if any of those guys are players. I should actually take a look at the quarterback, see if any of them slipped. Doesn't matter for us, obviously, but Gordon Floyd, please be a star. Normal dev, but 82 overall. Supposed to go number 7. An excellent pick, and I will agree with that. I think we're maneuvering around the draft pretty well. Question is, do we have any trade bait here to move up? Because we've pretty much exhausted all of our options. Doing a damn good job. Please be decent. 70 overall. It says I reach, but he does have a lot of potential. He's got decent enough speed to get it done. I don't like the excel or agility, but great man coverage, great zone, average press. 73 overall, bad speed, decent hit power. I don't know if he's a decent outside, maybe, but might be looking at another bad draft pick. It is late, though, so I mean, it's a good pick considering where we selected him. Hoping these linemen are good because we might have an entirely rookie offensive line. Willis Poe. Once again, I don't know where these overalls are coming from. I know his pass block's a little low, but the most important stats, strength and speed with excel, of course. Both great stats. I don't see where he's a 71 overall. Let's go with Heath Hupel. I don't even know what his name is, really. 74 overall, another great player with a low overall, but I mean, they're all great, so there's really not anyone I want to look around the league at, I don't think. So Malcolm Denton, clearly the best wide receiver, quarterback in the class. I don't see anyone ever passing that. I mean, let's see what his excel is. 80 excel, 80 speed, 85 agility. They didn't give him any of the elusiveness stats, which does suck, because that means unless you're crazy and want to spend that much on it, you're not going to get those stats up. Injury 98. I mean, they really primed this guy to be the best quarterback in the league by season 2. Jamal Rich, starting safety. Wish he didn't have slow, but it is what it is. Hammer, starting guard. Floyd, slot receiver. Roby, I don't know, number 3. Jerron Gay has a chance to start. We'll see. Poe, starter. Hoople, starter. Baldridge, not a starter. Triplett, not a starter. Wheeler, obviously not a starter. And then Bridges, not a starter. One of these linemen actually could be a starter. Might have to be, but it's not my intentions. So we'll take a look. Ooh, Walker Monroe, I believe, is the tall guy, isn't he? No, he's not, but he's still a great player. The Bengals, number 1 overall, took Dwight Stevens, the pass rusher. Definitely worth the pick. Amazing player. Linval Lucky. What's his elusiveness? 83 only. Still a good running back, but you guys know. Connor Siebert. Cornerback Cornelius McElroy in the 2nd round. Not a bad corner. Slow dev, but amazing, man. I'd really love to see that quarterback. I don't know where he went. The guy with a Heisman winner, but he was really bad. Speaking of really bad, holy crap. A 5'9 receiver with 86 speed. Ellis Benson. A lot of short guys in this draft. Matt Flores, here he is, I think. They gave him a lot better stats than he probably deserved, to be honest. But he's okay. George Sanders, amazing safety. Craig Culbreth probably should have made that selection. Late second, Had to let him go. Ishmael Freeman, knew he was going to be solid. David Tuck. Really not many devs, though. Where's that running back, man? I think his name was like Harmon. Trey Patterson. Where's the tall guy? Where's the tall guy? Where's the running back? There's actually a lot of good safeties in this draft. Harmon Hill, here he is. Elusiveness of 80. He's a great player, though, because he's fast. He's a great running back. Rob Joyce is a great lineman. Really? Not better than that? They kind of screwed him. Ronnie Foster, here he is. Amazing wide receiver. The Ravens finally landed a star receiver. Great overall. And they got a star running back as well. Obviously, no trucking, no elusiveness, and he's old, but it is what it is. Number 3 overall. The Redskins got sniped by us. Well, the Buccaneers probably would have taken him anyways. Houston Walsh, still a great player, though. Spearman, 79 overall. Surprisingly normal, but he has actually surprising decent speed. And then Shaynon Chambers, no one else after that. Great draft, though, because we got Denton. Question is, can we trade Teddy Bridgewater? I don't know what kind of cap hit it would be because we just signed him. Let's take a look, though. So 14.6 mil, obviously we're not going to get rid of him for that. But what we do need to do is adjust the line because there's a lot of guys that should start, a lot of guys that shouldn't. We, of course, have to change the scheme. We got to get a pass-heavy scheme going for Denton. The defensively, we really don't have anything that we can do. Kendricks was decent, but this gay guy, this gay guy has really good potential, though. Cockrell is technically the starter. I would love for Roby to be there, but it just doesn't make sense. Roby just doesn't have that ability yet, and I just don't know if he ever will. Rich, of course, will start because he's a great player, just has slow dev. And yeah, I mean, this should be a better season. We have a lot more potential as well. We're going to have an amazing quarterback. Teddy Bridgewater might be a second-round trade bait next season, so we have that going for us as well. We know there's a really good kicker. Ashton LaRock going to be our new kicker. God, I hate some of these linemen. Look how big that guy. These guys are actually kind of big, though. I'm going to slap Scott on the trade block. He's a 74 overall rookie. Maybe we get some interest. Eiflin will start, of course. Hupel will start, of course. Willis Poe will find a spot as a starter as well. It's pretty much if you have decent strength, you're probably going to get a starting spot. Triplett, terrible player. Throw him on the trade block as well. So if we look at the starting lineup, we have Nick Hammer as a starter. Eiflin as a starter. Hupel as a starter. Poe as a starter. And Remmers as a starter, which comes out to, I believe, exactly 5, luckily. So Willis Poe, decently fast, good strength. Will be our new left tackle, I suppose. Slow as hell, we'll take him, though. VJ Hunter, who is this? What? Quick dev safety. God damn it, now what do we do? A quick dev safety. I mean, this guy's good, too. Well, we're definitely going to release that free safety we got. He's terrible. His name wasn't even Hammer. It's Hamner, which is obviously much less cool. This offensive line is looking really bad, but if Denton and this offense can work through that, this could be a monumentous 360. Actually, you wouldn't want a 360. You'd want a 180, wouldn't you? 360 is like a complete turnaround, which would be like going back to start, isn't it? Pretty sure. I don't know. 180, 360. As long as someone's getting no-scoped, we're all right. But, I mean, there's some needs on this team, of course. But if the offense can get it done, we'll be in great shape. And, yeah, let's move on, I guess. So we have one draft story. It's a quarterback, Jordan Englerberger, but obviously it doesn't matter to us. 0-2 star, yikes. Terrible player. Throw him on the star list, but obviously it doesn't matter to us. So this would be the year that we're kind of looking for a tight end, but more importantly, more defense. Trying to get younger. And we don't need a safety because we have plenty of those on the list. Tight end, corner, pass rusher. Really, just defense. Obviously, offensive line, but we're just hoping that just gets solved naturally here. We do have some negotiations. Hopefully, we have a lot of money. So we're going to lock Stephon Diggs up for 6. This offer's perfect. All right. Danielle Hunter. Definitely going to lock him up to 7. Damn, this is the biggest steal of all time. Anthony Barr, we cannot work with. Eric Kendricks probably gets the deal. He's getting a little inflated, though, because we moved him to left out. Honestly, actually, I might be debatable on that one. Anthony Barr for sure, though. Trey Waynes probably. But, of course, the 2 guys we did lock up were the 2 most important. Everyone else could realistically go if they needed to. The number 1 projected player is a running back. He doesn't even look that great. I don't know why they're ranked so high here. We could use a pass rusher. Not that guy, though. Guy's terrible. Linebacker's always a need. So why not just constantly scout it? So we have decided to give Anthony Barr that contract. Or not, apparently. Trey Wayne's 3-year deal. I think that's worth it. Even though we will be looking to upgrade. Honestly, we might let Eric Kendricks go. And into the playoffs, are we in it or not? That will be answered now, and we are not. We have missed the playoffs at 8-8. What a very tight division. I'm not going to show the schedule because clearly I would not want to lose. Malcolm Denton, 4,400 yards, 38 touchdowns, 15 picks. Clearly an MVP. Dalvin Cook, very great season as well. Murray was okay. Receiving, Floyd, there we go. Had technically the best season of any of our receivers, which is the most important thing, of course. Blocking, honestly, not that bad. Not bad at all, actually. Defensively, what do we have for sack totals? 12.5 for Linval, 9.5 for Hunter, 9.5 for Floyd. Pick totals really down. That's the main reason, honestly. And then our kicker missed 10 kicks. Jeez, this is brutal. Brutal. So 7th offense. Defense was number 30. How is our defense number 30? The Vikings defense was number 30, people. That's all I'm saying. Offensive Rookie of the Year, of course, Denton. Floyd was actually right number 2. I would have been so mad if he would have stole it. Of course, Rich was number 2. Nice. So glad that he missed it by 1. DB, kicker, nope. Of course, we missed the playoffs, so there's no reason not to show the XP. Denton, of course, is going to be an amazing quarterback, but will it matter? What's our offensive line? So, I mean, our overalls are okay, but our XP isn't great. Still a good starting line next year. It's ridiculous that it wasn't the offense's fault. How do you go 30th defense when your offense is actually doing okay? Our offense was actually really good, considering. Gregory McFadden leads the MVP honors. Super Bowl winners are the Eagles. Was that back-to-back? I don't remember, to be honest. So we have contracts. Kendricks wants a 4-year now, which, of course, is the same technically as he wanted already. VJ Hunter, I think, is going to get a deal. I think we're going to let Kendricks go, though. I don't know what the linebacker situation is. And don't get me wrong, I think Kendricks in real life is a great player, but he's severely underrated in Madden. Nah, we're going to give him a contract. Or not. 12 mil tag. I would rather just overpay him in free agency. You guys see it? He didn't want to join. It wasn't my fault. 41 mil. Maybe a better linebacker than Kendricks is in here. Eric Ebron is here. And he's a really high overall. That's shocking. I think we're going to spend a little bit of money. Kendricks is, or not Kendrick, but Bernardrick McKinney is here. I think it's money spending time, folks. Let's do this thing. What about Kane? No. And his name is Can, by the way, you stupid. So offensive line we could use. Dante Fowler would be nice. All right. So Warmack, he actually kind of went up a little bit. Perriman, no. 92. How is he still such a high overall? He's slow as hell, though. Like, he's slow as hell, but he's still getting the job done. So I guess we're not going to go Ebron. Just doesn't make any sense. How much to cut Rudolph, though? So we'd actually save money doing that. We could actually trade him off. Cole Rudolph, the second highest overall player on our team. He needs a contract. I actually think we will be getting rid of him. Can't be re-signing a guy who has 75 speed and he might have less. I think we're going to be paying Ebron some money here. The Lions want him. I think you probably should have taken your opportunity when you had it. Overpaying Ebron a little bit. Totally worth it, though. Well, we did lose Joe Thomas. Sadly, I gave McKinney a 98-point offer. Ebron did accept. It's a huge receiving target for us. We're going to try to trade Rudolph off. Hey, okay. Actually, first thing before we do any of that, Rudolph can be traded at any point. But college players can only be scouted every week of the regular season. So quarterback, one of the worst classes I've ever seen on paper so far. One of the big needs, of course, for us was tight end. Of course, we settled that one. Wide receiver, I know Thielen's getting older, but I don't think we need to worry. I will take a look, though, at some of these later round guys. So linebackers, of course. Oh, he's an early second. There we go. Blake Ritchie, definitely going to be the middle linebacker of choice if we can get him. Early first. Would love this guy as a pass rusher, but he's a little too old to trade up for. Another guy potentially. No, he's coverage. He says he's a 3-4, but I don't believe that for a second. 7.0. Ways. I don't know why I even scout those kind of guys. Like, I know the way the game's built. It's just not going to happen. So at 8-8, we'd actually probably have a pretty average pick here. Middle linebacker is definitely a need. So number 13 might be this middle linebacker. He's considered an early second, so I would want to not risk him. Alrighty, so Curtis Smart. We do have that tight end, Mr. Kyle Rudolph, that could be traded as well. Kyle Rudolph in a third round for number 15 from the Panthers. 2020 from the Colts. Let's go 2020 from the Colts. Might be a little bit of a reach, but he's clearly the best in the class. Going to be a great player. Quick dev. That's all we needed. Even normal dev would have been great. 79 overall, 91 hit power, and 86 speed. 89 excel, 87 agility. A really great player. 6'3 as well. Amazing middle linebacker, actually. So the guy we were looking at, Saffold, is an early third, so we'd probably have to take him around this pick. So we're just going to take him right now. We need the depth. So Saffold, please be average. 78 overall. All right. Great player, actually. A lot better than I thought he was going to be. I'm very proud of that pick. Great excel, average speed. Gets it done. Definitely gets it done. Will he start, though? I don't know. Because to be fair, I thought we had 2 second-round picks, to be honest. But to be fair, I don't know what Griffin's stats are going to be like. He might be a decent overall still. But I would say he's got to be getting very slow and very just rough in general. So the offensive lineman we probably want both of these guys, actually. If I would pick one or the other, it really doesn't matter. They're both similar. 78 overall, quick dev, great lineman. Probably finds a way starting. Actually, 100% finds a way starting. The other center will still be there as well. We're reaching a little bit for these guys, but it is what it is. Conover, quick dev. Not as good of an overall, but very similar in stats, so another great player. So the draft recap has us with 4 selections. Blake Ritchie, of course, the starter at middle linebacker. Max Saffold, potential replacement for Griffin. We'll see these stat comparisons. Raymond Danahy, amazing center. I don't know where he'll play, but he'll find a spot. And then Paul Conover, another great center. Just don't know why, but another low overall for whatever reason. Nick Sanders, great wide receiver. Gilbert Hardy, average. Michael Fitzgerald, another short guy, but good. Marcus Horn, another short guy, but good. Minifield, slow dev, but actually a really great player like I expected. Slow dev, though, that's rough. Mettenberger took a center really high. The Cardinals did. Holy crap. Number 6 overall. Okay. Ray Dodson, average. Jordan Engelberger, probably the only good quarterback in the draft. Superstar Dev, 76 overall. Colts, Jacoby Overstreet. Amazing trade up for him. He's actually a great player. And then Jamail Newton, another slow dev, good pass rusher. Gilbert Barber, another short guy with good dev and speed. Number 1 overall. This running back actually made it number 1 overall. How? I don't understand that. That's the luckiest man in the world. Great cornerback here for the Eagles. Ooh, oh, hey, oh. No way. Bowen was actually good. Come on, EA. Literally the same potentials as the other guy, and this one's good. Makes sense. Oh, wow. Willie Newhouse was interesting. I can't say super great because his coverage is bad, and coverage does cost a lot to upgrade. Still a great player. Ramirez, great lineman. 2 decent linemen for the Giants, actually. Wait, was that a third straight? No, it's Tobik. This is the guy we were going to go with. Don't really, matter too much. It wasn't that great. Taylor Wooden, not a bad corner. Sean Condren, decent. Number 21, a lot of running backs went high in the first round. Casey Crawford, another short wide receiver. With how many short receivers there are, you just have to start looking at the smaller corners. Ooh, look at this guy. Max Sharper. This guy's actually one of the best tight ends I've ever seen in the class. In the rookie draft, anyways. What's his trucking? Does it show his trucking? Bad trucking. He's got decent elusiveness and decent juke move, though. Average jumping. Great injury. Amazing stamina. But 88 speed, 87 excel. Agility's a little low, but I mean, he is a tight end. 6'7", 21 years old. God damn, that guy's a beast. Curtis Smart, not even near as good as the other guy. Like, doesn't even touch him. Gregory McFadden, great player, tall but old. And then Connor Dietrich Smith. So, a lot of average tight ends. Nothing really too great. However, of course, Kyle Rudolph, whoever, I don't remember even where he went, but much better than most of those tight ends and nowhere near as, talented. However, we do have Ebron now, who is the best of the best. Very amazing player, actually. A little inflated, to be 100% honest, but still a great player. Offensive line, Remmers is going to be just straight up released, I think. Oh, man. Guess he's going to be a backup. It doesn't make sense to get rid of him. We're definitely going to not restart, but we're definitely going to get rid of Remmers' position. Going to put someone new there. Defense, Richie, of course, starts. Saffold, what is Griffin's stat line? Griffin's definitely starter quality. I'm not expecting to be that fast at 31 years old still. It's actually really good. Impressive. A little unfortunate because Saffold doesn't have a place to start unless he has great zone. He actually does have good. This guy's actually a real B? I don't know. Really big steal. He's actually going to replace Gideon. Gideon has 60 zone. The more you know, I guess. So Saffold starting there. Richie starting at middle linebacker. Everything's looking good. Cornerbacks, I wish were a little bit better. Maybe someone's in the trade block. Doubt it, but you never know. Normally this is our last season, but I might do another one after this. We'll see. Depending. I mean, if we win the Super Bowl here, I'm not worried about it, but Gideon 84 overall now. It sucks he's not a starter. We'll just put him at backup at every spot. D-line is looking great still. Floyd's going to start over Linval. Saffold makes sense to start, though, because he has the better coverage stats. Gideon, literally, if he had the coverage stats of Saffold, would probably be a 90 overall or very close. He's got great awareness and tackling and block shed, just has no coverage, which is why he's so bad right now. I guess we'll put Denton back at training. Why not, He's the best player on the team. Most important player on the team. Let's get him 99 everything. So even though we didn't get McKinney, definitely overall just happy that we did get rid of Kendricks. Saved quite a bit of money there. So Linval's a better backup, but Floyd isn't a better starter. It is what it is, kiddos. No, it isn't. We're going to put him back. So as I speak it happened. Latavius Murray, 3-year deal, 15 mil contract, 5.5 signing. We have actually still tons of money. The thing is, he's been okay. I think it's gonna be a season decision. There's so many good running backs. I think I'll give the deal 1.4 signing bonus for Treadwell. I think I'll give him the deal. He's a good backup. David Morgan, absolutely not. Just automatically canceling that. He's a good run. Ooh, no. Oh, God. He's actually an amazing fullback. No, he's only 75. Okay, he's not as great as I... Well, spoiler alert, doing well. But not as great as I thought he was actually going to be. But Latavius, I think, like I said, I think it'll be a season's... especially since he'll regress, actually. It'll be a, how well he does type of deal. We're going to go straight to the playoffs from Week 10. I believe in this team. No need to worry about the XP or anything like that. As long as everyone's in their positions like I did set EA, we should be looking at a great season, hopefully. If not, it'd be a sad choke away if I've ever seen one. Did get the bye week. Did get the MVP. Did get the 14-2. Great season. An amazing sophomore year, apparently, for our quarterback. Look at the win streak. Didn't take a loss since Week 10. It's technically Week 9. Rest of the division, Bears were okay. Packers and Lions, absolutely horrendous. Lots of XP for the coach. Probably coach of the year. Denton, 5,200 yards, 49 touchdowns, 13 picks. Rushing, Dalvin Cook, 14 touchdowns, 1,300 yards. Murray, not too much. Receiving, 3 guys with 1,000 yards or more. Amazing season. Ebron had a great season. Floyd had like a career, like all-time career year. Thielen was great. Blocking the line was not bad, pretty decent. Defense, though, pass rush, Sharif Floyd was actually really good. Hunter was okay. Griffin was okay. Pick totals, not a whole lot there. Jamal Rich did all right. Saffold did all right. So did Richie. 4 missed kicks out of 17 for Rose. Better than last year from the rookie we had, but not a huge improvement. Kick return, okay. Punt return, touchdown for the youngster. Number 1 in offense, defense, probably top 15. Number 16, a lot up from 30, though. Points scored, easily number 1. Yearly awards, number 1 for our quarterback. Really not, our wide receiver wasn't on the list for MVP. I'm surprised. Offensive player of the year, defensive player of the year, Blake Ritchie, surprisingly. Okay. Offensive Rookie of the Year, I don't even remember us having one. Defensive, clearly Richie. Saffold, number 2. QB, Denton. Running back, Dalvin, number 4. Wide receiver, obviously, Gordon. O-line, Hammer did make it number 6. And Hupel at number 9. Okay, we're getting there. Best linebacker, and really, how does Blake Ritchie get best defensive rookie and best player in the defense of all time, this season at least, and not even get considered for best linebacker? Don't know how that makes any sense at all. But I will say the XP totals are going to be insane. Let's see our quarterback. 54K. Yes, look at the line. Hupel was the highest rated offensive lineman for our team, but yet didn't get the XP boost. Either way, 3 out of 5 is great for me. Floyd, amazing XP. Same with Diggs. Defense, Richie had a lot. Surprisingly, Saffold didn't, even though he had a great season. Defense is the one that's been struggling lately, which is ironic. However, not getting much XP. Yeah, this line got very good very quickly. Well, not very quickly, but decently quickly. 2 seasons is pretty quick. I mean, this team, this offense, absolutely insane after a season or 2. Defense, definitely looking rough. Definitely getting older, too. Not really replacing any of the age either. VJ Hunter, a great backup. Pretty much primed to take over Harrison Smith sooner or later here. But yeah, I mean, that's the team going against the Panthers, who are 9-6-1 in the divisional here. From an 83 overall to a 91, probably a 94 at minimum. Down by 10. Offense getting on the field. Does get the touchdown. Start of the 4th quarter. Defense. Got to hold on there. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. When you get those stops like that, you got to hold on. Offense just blazed down the field. 6 minutes left. Offense looking pretty strong. Defense did very well there. Defense locks the game up. Offense probably finishes it up there. Ooh, defense didn't finish the job. However, the offense did. So 31-28, a very close game, surprisingly. I know the divisional is actually kind of misleading because the Panthers did have to win to get there. Denton, the MVP, played pretty damn close to an MVP in my opinion. Sack total, Danielle Hunter. All right. Denton's definitely going to have to be in the thumbnail somewhere. Ooh, the conference championship. Did the smart thing. We had like 4,000, so I went with QB over D-line. D-line's already kind of old. There's only one guy really. Ooh, 93 overall only. Really? Seahawks dominated us last year. We're a completely different team, though. We're much better than we were last season. So the Seahawks, I think it's going to be easy. They are mistaken. Plus, we are in Minnesota, so it's a little bit of a different environment. I don't know if you guys got to see it, but the opponent in the Super Bowl would be the Bills. So I'm not saying it's a guaranteed win, but if we win this game, I'll just put it this way. I think whoever wins this game wins the Super Bowl easily. That's all that needs to be known, and we're struggling. I mean, defense on both sides is playing tremendously, but I would hope our offense would do a little bit better. There we go. Start of the fourth quarter. Please, from the 3-yard, yes. I was like, you got to score there. Defense is locking up so far, and they continue to do so. Offense, you've been given the keys. And here you are fumbling with the ignition. And here you are clutching the game up, potentially winning yourselves a Super Bowl here. Holy crap, the defense held the Seahawks to 7 points. They must have heard me from last season because I said, I don't know how the hell the Seahawks offense apparently is so good in EA's eyes, but god damn, the defense was so clutch. Denton threw a pick, so did Wilson. Rushing, Dalvin Cook was a monster. Defensively, what do we got? Decent sack totals. Middle linebacker was with the pick. Well, theirs was KJ Wright, who's not really a middle, but linebackers are the pick anyways. The Bills, that's who our opponent is. I'm pretty sure, at least that's what it said. I don't remember the last time I seen the Bills win a Super Bowl in this game. It is versus the Bills, all right. I mean, should this even be a close game at all? They're an 83 over. They're 10 overalls less. But you know EA. You know they love to play those games. All right, here it is. Super Bowl Sunday or whatever day. It's probably light on a Sunday, I would assume. Okay, offense chokes it away. Defense already giving up the same amount they gave up to the Seahawks. Okay, this just completely proves EA sim is broken. We're losing by 7 to the Bills. The Seahawks are clearly a better team than the Bills. It's not even close. Pick. Huge play in the game. We're up by 3 now because of a pick. Defense finally coming alive. Fourth quarter is their quarter, and our quarterback throws a pick in the worst possible time ever. At least their defense had a chance. 3rd and 8, you got to go for it here, and I know we won't. Okay, you can't be 4th and 4 from midfield. I mean, at the worst, your defense still has a chance. The Bills do not have the talent. They're playing linebacker on Diggs. It's got me in trouble several times now, but finally Diggs gets the matchup that he likes. I honestly probably would. I don't know, the extent of these. Diggs is my man here. Diggs holds on to everything. I don't know the extent of the picks, but 4 picks in the Super Bowl. That's a benching if I've ever seen one. Leave Ebron open. Thank you. There you go, Ebron. Oh, my God. An amazing pickup it was to get Ebron. He's a tank. He's a boss. Look at him. Whipping in the Super Bowl. Come on, defense. You're only up by 3. Ooh, 4th and 2. They let it go. Could be an overtime. Should be an overtime. Thank God they played it very cautiously. They had a chance to score for a touchdown there. There you go. 3rd and 7. Clutch play down the field. Penalty. And we are the Super Bowl champions. Thank God we finally... It's been a couple of rebuilds where we've just not done as well as we should have. And thankfully, even though our quarterback struggled so tremendously, we win the damn game. And the team that deserves to win a Super Bowl finally wins a Super Bowl. Had a couple of rebuilds and reloads recently where we just can't get it done, even though our team is definitely well equipped. But here it is not the day, even though The Bills are an 83 overall, and we almost lost to them. It was an overtime game. So embarrassing. See, it's funny, our little short, speedy receiver got number 84. A couple of plays we have. Actually, there's a couple. It might just be one. Oh, no, we had one to, what's his name as well? We had one to Ebron as well. Amazing play there. Good stuff. Good job, team. Who got MVP? Oh, yeah, sure. I'm sure the guy with 4 picks got MVP of the Super Bowl. Not a chance. We'll be able to say, like, literally anyone else besides him on the team, even our right tackle, had a better chance of winning MVP than Denton did. That is just, that's just embarrassing. I don't understand why they would give it to Denton. He did not deserve it one little bit. But hey, Super Bowl win. Coach that doesn't even look like a Super Bowl winning coach gets a ring. Everybody's happy. Rebuild is a success. You have the greatest quarterback of all time on paper. In game, he's horrendous, apparently. Not really. I mean, he had pretty good games other than this one. Just happened to be the Super Bowl. 4 picks. 2 for Tyrod. Tyrod outplayed him. Dalvin Cook, clearly the MVP. Don't you need to look at the rest of it. Clearly the MVP of the Super Bowl. Lots of picks to go around, though. It would be definitely an interesting Super Bowl when you see, 6 picks in a Super Bowl. You know it's a good one. Assuming it's not all from one team, which it kind of was in this case. But we still won, which is all that matters. But yeah, we were debating on playing another season, but of course we do not need to now because we have won the Super Bowl just in time. An amazing team. Just really great. Money, I don't even think is a situation yet. I know Denton will probably need a contract at some point. What is Thielen's stats, actually? Thielen has really good stats, though, for 29. Interesting. Probably regress a little bit more soon, but great team. Harrison Smith, what is his speed? 83. It's barely even linebacker quality anymore. But that was the rebuild. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys have any suggestions for what ifs, challenges, experiments, whatever, rebuild challenges, different game, quiz ideas, if you have a quiz in general, send it to me. You want a Fortnite challenge, I don't know. Let me know. Let me know on Twitter as well. Self-proclamation Declaration of Independence. Jeromepkr. I was going to say out, but that would be so lame. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys come back for next video. Tomorrow should be 3 videos. 2 Madden franchises and more than likely a Fortnite. But until the next video, see ya!